even though she never knew Trayvon Martin or his family, she knows exactly what they're going through right now and what they might feel like 20 years from now.
Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony, upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information.
Kim Goldman and her father Fred's reactions there haunting all these years later. Her brother Ron's violent death changed her life, gave her a purpose, and she's now a victims' rights advocate. Kim Goldman is with us. I can't believe it has been 19 years, Kim. And just hearing that again, do you get pings in your heart?
Yes, my heart races. I've said this a million times before, that every time I hear it, I still think it's going to be a different outcome all these years later. But yeah, it provokes the same sense of anxiety that I had, 20 years ago or 19 years ago. I just walk around with that anxious feeling, and it's not good.
And I know you wrote a moving tribute to him on your webpage, and I believe we've got a picture of you guys when you were kids, which is fabulous. There it is right there. I know it doesn't get easier for you every anniversary, so I'm curious. You look at Trayvon Martin's family, okay? They're going to have to hear all those details about his death over and over again, just like you had to. If you could sit down, let's say first with the Martin family, what would you say to them?
This is a heavy burden to bear, especially when you have a country that's following it and feels so vested in it. I've always said this to other families and as well to my own, that just every day needs to be, unique, and every day needs to be separate of the day before and the day ahead, because you just never know what emotions are going to be brought up for you. I mean, for me, 19 years later, I'm still moved and I'm still full of pain and sorrow, but I also can see the beauty in the world. It's just taken me a long time to get there. So I allow myself the space and the room to talk it out and to feel the sorrow and to feel the sadness and know that tomorrow is a different day, and cross my fingers and hope for the best. I mean, it's an awful situation, but having the support and love from people in this country has been a huge gift to us, and I'm hoping to the Martin family as well.
What would you say to the Zimmerman family?
Be kind and be patient and be compassionate. And, one thing with our case, there was a lot of hostility between the families, between the killer's family and our family. And I don't know how to change that. But we're all hurting in this process. The Zimmerman family as well is suffering in a different way and a different loss. So I would just hope that we can all sort of just breathe and trust the process to the best of our ability and be kind to each other.
Trayvon's Martin family does have to be ready for a not guilty verdict, a verdict that you heard. How do you process that?
There's no way to prepare for it. Again, we're all bred to believe that the system is going to do right by us, and sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but we have to respect it. I don't have to agree with it, but I can't do anything to change it in the criminal case, and that's been a tough pill to swallow all these years later, and I hope that the system does what it's supposed to in the Zimmerman trial, and they always have civil remedies available to them should it not go their way. They still have it even if the criminal case does and the way that they would like it to be. But our civil system is available to victims and survivors to pursue justice that way as well, and we were very successful in that realm.
Kim Goldman, I know you'll be watching this closely. I hope we can bring you back. Sure appreciate your time.
Thanks, Kara.
You bet.